Yes.
And
Happy New Year, everybody. I'm sorry. I was
Miss
starting my screen.
Jefferson, change your name to Miss Jefferson and your cash out. They so it can stay on the screen the whole night.
Oh shoot, how I do that? Oh, here we go. I
It's
think.
out now, y'all. I just turned the live on.
I can edit your name if you tell me to cash out.
I think I figured it out. I'm doing it now. It's Miss Jefferson says. Everything to me is now Miss Jefferson says. There we go.
Okay,
Happy New Year.
happy birthday. It's her cash out. Everybody, let's get these cash apps going. Okay. So I did something different, and y'all gonna say I'm begging and all that. I don't care because I'm tired of doing stuff for free because I do a lot of stuff for free. So I'm just want I set a goal on YouTube for super chats, and if I don't get my
Okay.
super
I
chat
like that.
goal, I'm just tired of doing stuff for free.
Okay. I
So
about to say after
if
we
I
saw.
get my super chat goal, y'all not gonna get no story time. Sorry.
So we'll leave you to the end then.
Correct. That's where I was leading up with that. So we can start with the birthday girl. We can start with Mel. How we doing this?
Well, I mean, I didn't have my clip because I was on the wrong day. Sorry, y'all. But I can definitely talk about what happened with Melly this week for those of you that have been watching the YW Melly case. So the first day, so day one, we got to the YNW Melly case. The female attorney that's typically with him, Raven Liberty, she was not there. The judge, they were explaining to the judge that she was called, her flight was stuck because there was snow and things of that nature, right? Well, his attorneys went up to the judge and said, "Listen, we understand that she is under investigation, and the state did not tell us that she's under investigation. We were notified about this investigation from Apple because Apple notified them that they received a search warrant for her Apple ID." So they're telling the judge we cannot go forward because we don't know what she's under investigation for. We don't know if whatever under investigation for, if that's going to affect our case, our defense strategy. We've been planning this strategy for well over a year. She's a vital part to the team. They didn't know. So the day they went to court, the prosecution did tell them that it was related to the tampering case. We actually went over the motion that the state filed. The state had the idea that, listen, okay, the judge is telling us to turn over the search warrant, so we're gonna go. They came up with the excuse that everything was still under investigation, and for them to let the judge know, or for them to produce the search warrant, it was going to mess up their investigation. Now, I don't want to say I hate to be a conspiracy theorist, okay, guys, but I personally, after reading the motion, there were three things that they said that kind of stuck out to me. They said that it was an ongoing investigation. If they were to hand over their search warrant, it could hinder their investigation. And they also said that they would not, they said, no, it was four things: that evidence would probably come up missing, or that people would try to avoid apprehension. I'm sorry, ongoing investigation. All those words. I watched the YSL trial. I think there's a wiretap or some sort of surveillance somewhere. We came up with this on my chat after reading this, guy. So please go read the motion. It is on my Twitter, Verdict Mail. I think they are probably still investigating, but I do think they've been listening somewhere. Where they've been listening, I don't know. Who they've been watching that they may not want to know that they're watching is out there. I don't know, guys, but I do think once Raven and those other defense attorneys get a hold of this search warrant, I think they are going to put two and two together and get four, and they're going to know what the state is doing. And I think that's why they don't want them to have it. But that happened, guys. Hey, everybody that's joining, but that's what's been going on with Melly. So right now they have reset court. The judge did rule they have to turn over the search warrant, but he said they have to give it to him first. He'll read it. He will determine if anything needs to be redacted, and then he'll distribute it accordingly. So that's what's going on with Melly right now. So I think they'll go back to court. It's February what, Miss J? Is it the
20. Oh, now I'm about to say 26. It's not. It's I'm about to say the wrong date. So they have to turn it into him on January the 14th.
Mm-hmm.
Determine whether or not that was going to be my question to you. Do you think he's going to redact any of it like they asked?
I'm wondering. So what's bothering me, and maybe Kayla can answer this for us. What I'm not understanding is how would they be able, the ongoing investigation. I read the case law. I get it. It makes sense. However, with the lady being on Melly's case, I would just think that he needs that information because he needs to make an informed decision. I don't think he can make an informed decision with just a search warrant. I think he needs to know, what are they accusing her of? Why do they want her? So I don't know, T. I don't know if they're going to redact. I don't know if he's going to redact anything, but he said he didn't see a reason why anything should be redacted. So I'm hopeful that he won't. What I don't know. Well, maybe Kayla can speak to that.
I want you to play the clip. I ain't seen it.
Oh, you haven't seen it all?
I ain't seen nothing.
Oh, okay.
All right, so go ahead.
So it was a little triggering because I'm gonna tell you what they did. So they have never, ever said why this lady was under investigation, and they've never admitted why his defense attorney was under investigation. Like Mel said, it was from Apple. She figured out from Apple. Apple said, "Hey, we got a search warrant for your stuff," and they never found out why. They did not admit until they were in court that it actually had to do with like they never even said it had to which client it had to do with.
Mm-hmm.
But when they asked for that ex parte, my whole body cringed. I don't want to hear nothing about another ex parte in my life. When they asked for that ex parte, like, can we just give you all of the information, judge, and then you redact it and then give it to them? I'm like, well, why do you want to redact it? And I love what Judge Fine said. He said, if I'm with BCSO or the Broward County Sheriff's Office and I pop up at your house saying I have a search warrant, I have to give you a copy of the warrant. I can't come in and say I'm gonna give you the warrant later. I think
I thought that was really good. Felt like maybe they needed to hear it in a way that was in that way. Hold on, I think this.
I don't like that DA's office. I'm not gonna lie. After the first trial, I don't like that DA's office, and I feel like that DA is trying to get him back for getting her friend taken off the case. Thank you. I see all of them. I've been flying in.
I know we don't want to play the whole thing, so I'll play the first day. But one of the things that all of us were talking about, it seems that how do we know they aren't looking at privileged information when they like, like that's the thing that bothers me. And so the attorney, that was one of the things he brought up. We need to know what they've seen, what they've accessed, and we need to ensure that it's not privileged because they could very easily be looking at their game plan. So let me share my screen, guys, so that you guys can see this. Okay.
Innocent or innocuous or confidential communications to Miss Liberty, but she has not received any. In fact, she didn't know there were any that were to be received until the date that's mentioned in the motion. So where does that put us? As I said, we've been told that the defense team, other than Miss Liberty, is not under investigation, but we do know that there's an ongoing investigation. What? We have now been working for nearly a year or over a year with the state being in possession of documents dealing with Miss Liberty. If in fact Miss Liberty has to get off the case because of the conflict that she would have, this is a year too late. We should have been informed of this a year ago. So the defense team and Miss Liberty, and therefore Mr. Demings, for a year are working on this case with the state knowing that there's the potential that Miss Liberty will be indicted or an information filed against her in the exact same case of tampering with evidence and with witnesses. And if that becomes the case, she obviously, whether there's a conflict or not, that's been waived up until that time. I think the case law is pretty clear. At that time, if she has charges against her, she has to bail out. In fact, I believe, and I'm not sure because it's federal case law, but I'd like to read to the court this paragraph from the case of U.S. versus Shagan, 661 Fed Sup 1289, 2009. In contrast to McLean, where the defense counsel was under investigation for a crime unrelated to charges against the defendant, here, defense counsel would have been under investigation for crimes that threatened the integrity and fairness of the trial. Were the government to inform the court at the eve of trial or during the course of trial that the defense team was under investigation for witness tampering, under the principles of McLean and as conceded by Courtroom, the defense team would be forced to withdraw its representation of Dr. Shagan. In fact, David Marcus made the motion orally as soon as he heard about the investigation. Such a development would have deprived the defendant of a defense team
Can y'all hear him?
that
He's a
was
little low.
intimately familiar with his defense, causing him severe prejudice. And that's where we're traveling down right now. Even if we stay on the case right now, if charges are brought against Miss Liberty and they happen to fall before the end of Mr. Demon's trial, we may be forced to, under the law, to withdraw as an entire defense team. But a question still needs to be asked.
Okay, so that was something. Let me stop there and say that was something. When he said that, I said, wait a minute. What he is saying is that if we don't know what's going on with Miss Liberty, and even if they maybe indict her or do whatever they're going to do to her after this, like towards the end of the trial, we may be forced to withdraw as an entire defense team. So right now, this case, this is serious because his entire defense team could be at risk. This is one of his attorneys. The entire defense team, and for someone, the last case ended in 2023. We're more than a year later. We're more than a year later. This could be bad for him.
Why did the state wait not to tell us, because they never told us
2,000 and some days in custody
that there was an investigation? Because
2001-60. I think I heard 151, but
in like 2018.
Yep.
a year ago,
No, I think February 2019. I think that's it. Yeah,
Yeah.
February 2019. The murder happened in 2018.
we would have sat with Mr. Devins, and he may have said, you know what, I need a new defense team. And we would have been off the case. But for a year, basically, we've been on a case that maybe we should not have.
Okay, so that's the first attorney. And so when this attorney, let me tell y'all, I love this. Now I remember him from the last trial. He was trying to hang back, but he stepped up because I think he felt like the judge wasn't listening. I like when he stepped up because he kind of got it done, in my opinion.
I have 2 entire days at some point in the next 18 months to do these again. I do not. So
Understood.
I'm not sure what it is you want me to do. You don't want me to do anything else today.
We can't under the Florida rules.
So do you want me to leave them on for tomorrow? You will have the balance of today to discuss all these issues with Mr. Devins. The state, you will have the balance of today to discuss some reason why you can't just turn over this affidavit and search warrant. I mean, it may be something innocuous. By the way, for the record, I don't know anything about this. No one brought me a search warrant, so. But maybe it's something so de minimis that Mr. Devins is going to say that's fine. If there's any conflict, I'll waive it. And, let's get to work. Or if not, I guess he's going to have to go find 5 other lawyers to do this who are going to be ready to try a capital case in 9 months. So how about tomorrow at 9:30?
We'll be here.
State tomorrow at 9:30?
That's fine, Judge.
And it can't, again, I'm not picking on you, but the answer can't be, my office told me X, Y, Z. Someone better be standing here with some authority that tells me they can't do it. Okay?
Judge, one other thing.
Yes, sir.
You mentioned about the trial schedule, and we're obviously going to try to do it. I just want to let you know, the matters that were appealed are still up in front of the court DCA. The state, I believe, just filed the last document in the case where there may be one more that they need to file, one more reply brief. I would suspect that it's going to be set down for oral argument, and then I don't know when we would get a ruling. The problem is the stay that was issued by.
Okay, let me pause to let everyone know. I don't know if you guys are aware that there's an appeal taking place right now. And one of the things in the appeal is the video. And we were going back and forth about this yesterday on live about why this video is so important for the state. So one of the defense during the last trial, they were trying to say that Melly got out of that car and he got into another car. That was one of the things they just kept saying. Well, in this documentary, which is still on his YouTube page right now, in the documentary, at the very end of it, there's a statement. And that statement says, 4 days after finishing this documentary, YW Melly and his friends were the targets of a drive-by shooting. That statement puts him in the car. And even though people were saying those are not his words, those are management's words, it's on his official YouTube page. It's something that has him all in it. And you just assume that he had creative control. And so what they're saying is, well, this says that he was there. So it was ruled, the state has appealed because I think the previous judge said that wouldn't be in the new trial. So they've appealed it amongst some other things for Melly. So that's now one of the articles I saw that this case was on hold indefinitely. That's what I saw. So for the judge to give this case a trial date of September, he has to have faith that this appeal is going to come through. T, what do you think about that?
I don't think he give a damn.
You don't think so? Do you? Okay, but he can't move forward with the appeal. What do you think is going to happen?
Well, at this point, I think that's why they said it the way they did when they did for over a year later, so that he can give time for the appeal to come through. So I think.
Can I ask a question? Sorry.
Yeah.
Somebody said that the trial is not starting until September 10th.
Yeah. And they said that in 2023, they put it all the way out to September 10th of 25. He was
September 10th of 2025.
Yeah, this year now, but at the end of 2023, this is their third judge and second DA, and the main detective is under investigation. So what happened with I saw somebody say, "What did they?"
Attorney under investigation. Let it go. I can't.
Kayla, I'm sorry. You've been listening to us.
So somebody said, "What did the DA lie about?" So what they did is they withheld information. Mm-hmm. So the previous DA, her name was Christine Bradley.
So they did the same. Okay, so they did the same.
And now y'all can understand why I kept messing up Viverito's name, because I kept calling her Vivaretti. In this trial, Detective Moretti was the original Viverito before I met a Viverito. Okay, and Detective Moretti had a search warrant for Melly's mother's phone. Melly's mother had an interview with the DA, and the DA has their own little police department inside of it. When Detective Moretti went to the DA's office to have a meeting with Melly's mom, he did not have jurisdiction. Their little PD sheriff's department had jurisdiction. Well, Detective Moretti got Melly's mama in that little room, bent her hand back, fractured her wrist, and took the phone out of her hand.
They did what?
He bent her hand back and fractured her wrist.
How y'all know this?
It came out. I'm gonna tell you how it came out. So what ends up happening is the rumor was that he took the phone and had someone that would have had jurisdiction lie and say they did it. That's not what happened. Somebody in the DA's office that works with Christine Bradley said, "Guess what? I don't want no part of this mess. I was there." Detective Moretti grabbed her hand, stole that phone, and he's under investigation right now for this. And she got on the stand and said it in the trial. That's why
How can we watch that?
Oh, it's in the last trial. It took a couple of days. Like, she ended up having to get on the stand. The DA's office had to get on the stand. She had to testify against her co-worker on the stand. And so it comes out that Detective Moretti stole the phone because he didn't get it under the right pretenses. And that it wasn't that he told the person with jurisdiction to lie. He told that person from the sheriff's office to say he took it. And that person from the DA's office saw all of it and told. And he was under investigation. But he got up there. He was plotting cell phone data. He was tracking phones. He was just all kinds of experts. So that's why they're also asking for the hearings to qualify him as one thing. And they want to redepose him. That's what they're trying to hold off on. That's what they're saying. Oh no, he can't be questioned while stuff is under appeal. They're trying to talk to him again because he needs to be re-questioned, and the DA held him from being re-questioned about the stuff they heard about.
I sent y'all the private chat. Look at it and respond, please.
Okay.
But okay, I gotta catch up on this.
You do well. I know Mel wanted to rewatch it because she hadn't seen it. I watched it the first time, but yeah, so that's what happened with that original DA. So Christine Bradley got kicked off. Brassy Roots Buckaloo here is her buddy. And Brassy Roots Buckaloo said, you know what? Christina was being nice when she charged you and gave you that little needle charge. She missed all these charges. So she added a bunch of other charges, then went to, then she turned around and added the witness tampering charge, went and got YW Bortland, bought him in off house arrest. So she's the one leading the charges that added Attorney Liberty into it. So it's really like Get Back, plus the previous rumor about why they really trying to get Melly. So it's a bunch of mess. If y'all thought YSL was some mess, the first Melly trial was some mess. But that's how, they didn't lie. But when the judge found out that Detective Moretti was under investigation, he basically stole the phone, didn't have jurisdiction. Somebody in the DA's office witnessed it, got on the stand and said they witnessed it. He kicked Christina Bradley off the trial, and that's how they got Buckaloo. Judge Fine here is judge number 3. It's a mess, but that's what's going on.
Okay, so we gotta do a whole catch up on this. We can't just do this. This is not fair. It's not fair to me.
It's not fair to me
because I don't know what y'all talking about.
You got to do a whole catch up on it. Yeah, the first trial, but yeah, they're starting with trial number 2 now. But yeah, this man been in custody since 2019.
So Kayla, can they hold him after a mistrial? This is a great question. And this is why I kept saying, I don't want a mistrial. Keep going on YSL because absolutely you can. Because all they have to do is bring the charges back. And once they bring the charges back, we're in the same position.
Yeah.
The only way that's an automatic get out is if it's a mistrial with prejudice. And as we know, in YSL, Judge Whitaker wasn't able to do that, wasn't willing to do that. But that's why everybody wanted a mistrial. I'm like, I don't want a mistrial. Keep going. And this is why. Let me ask y'all a question because I don't know this. Y'all don't judge me, but when I'm gonna look at Mickey Truth and I'm gonna look at Cuff Boys.
Cuff Boys did it.
To catch up. But what I want to know is, oh my God, when Karen Reed got the mistrial, was she released?
I don't think she was ever in.
So she was already out on bond.
Yeah, she out on bond doing her preliminary motions now. Her motions now.
Okay, so I let me see. Somebody had put this in here, and I asked my co-host. They said it's okay. Mickey Truth, is Mickey Truth in here? Because I know she was on live saying she was gonna be here. So is she in here? Because if so, I'm gonna drop the link so she can come up. But I'm only letting Mickey Truth on. So y'all let me know if she's in here. If you in here, Mickey, say something. I'm gonna let you up.
Yeah, that lady was out on bond. Not Cuff Boys. Well, while you waiting on that, you want me to go ahead and do Nazaya?
Yep, go ahead.
I started looking at it today. I said, "Oh my God, I did not know it was that case."
Yeah.
It came up on my YouTube today, and I was like, "Okay, now I gotta go watch."
And that's not Barchi, y'all. That's these dogs over here. So don't even judge them.
Yeah, Barchi's over here being good. Okay, Barchi's being good.
Okay, I'll start with this picture so you guys can see it. Oh, when it comes up, let me know. Uh-oh. Just get on. Why didn't it do? Okay, here it goes. So I don't know. You guys may have. Oh, it's on there. You may have seen this. So this went viral last year. It'll be a year tomorrow. This went viral last year. This is 13-year-old Naziah Harris. And most people know this picture down here at the bottom, the little braids with the clear frame glasses. And what happened was she left on January 9th, went to school, got off the bus, and nobody ever heard from her again. So what's happening now is about that happened January 9th. They were looking for, and then next thing you know, they were able to find they ended up bringing in a grown man, her aunt's kid's father, and they started questioning him. He ends up going in for a different reason, going into jail. They question him while he's in custody. And right now they're going through the preliminary hearing to see how they're going to go further. This baby was never found. So what ends up happening? This is the timeline that they've laid out so far. Preliminary hearing is happening live. Day 3 of preliminary hearing was today, so I got to catch up. But what has happened so far is you have Mr. Jarvis Butts. And Mr. Jarvis Butts is who's the 42-year-old man, got kids by her auntie that they are thinking has something to do with this. They are alleging that this 13-year-old was with child and it was his, and he had been grooming her since she was 22. This man is 42, 13 kids, and allegedly he dates women who have kids like Naziah that he can get to around him. So one of my big WTF moment for this trial, and we can go over it. It's so crazy. But on day 1, this is his sister. Same mama, same daddy. This is his sister. And his sister actually testified for the state. His child's mother testified for the state. And I'll go ahead and play what his sister said. I have to take that little echo thing off real quick. And it's real quick.
I'm really bad at estimates.
20, 25 feet?
I would agree with about 20, 25 feet. And you said you never got a chance to see this little girl's face?
No.
Okay. Was there anything else about her that you can remember?
I just remember her being kind of small, like outside of just seeing her get in and out of the car. When I was walking towards her, I was like, she's tiny, and I just remembered the coat.
Okay.
So she speaks on her coat. The other thing she does,
she was walking in front of me.
So she saw.
So this is what happened. So I'll take the screen off. So the sister is saying she saw her. So what happens is Jarvis Butts is a mechanic. He's got a business partner named Cordell Wright, aka King. King's baby mama's sister, okay, his son's aunt, okay, saw him on January 9th. King's, we'll call her mother-in-law. I know they're not together, but mother-in-law, so it's easier to follow. King's mother-in-law's Jaguar went down. He's a mechanic, so why not fix your mother-in-law's car? They towed their car from Ypsilanti, Michigan to Detroit, Michigan to his shop so he can fix it. On January 9th, he drives the car, Mama's Jag, back home to drop it off. And he has Jarvis Butts with him. When they come to sit in the house, they come sit down for a second. They speak because they family. And when they walk in the house, it's King, Jarvis Butts, and a niece. So the baby mama's sister, because baby mama was gone, saw the little girl, and she was like, I didn't know anything about it. They just said a niece. They didn't say a name. I didn't know who it was. So that gives them a timeline of about 3:30 in the afternoon. And the sister, baby mama's sister, all she knows is, hey, they were gone by 5:30. My sister gets home at 5:30. She didn't make it home before he left. They were gone by 5:30. They go back from Ypsilanti, back to Detroit, back to the shop. And sister that we just saw is waiting for brother to take a look at the car. While she's sitting there waiting, brother has an Escalade. She sees a kid that keeps getting out of brother's truck. So she questions her brother. Who's that little girl? Like, I know my nieces. I ain't never seen that kid before. He said, oh, that's King's niece. Now, when they was at King People House, that was Jarvis' niece. When Jarvis people question, is King's niece. So sister says, oh, why she in your car? Okay, whatever. Thinks nothing of it. Sees her getting in and out while waiting. She ends up going in the gas station. Little girl was in there too. She said she never really paid much attention to her because she assumed it was King's niece. She said she saw her between about 5 and about 6 or 7 p.m. After that, Jarvis goes and borrows his baby mama's car. She said, I never gave him the car until after 9 o'clock. Once I got home, he came, switched cars out, and he left. But see, we got into it because he didn't come back till the next morning with my car. So she pulls up on him at the shop because she want to have her 1-2 with him. She has a 2-year-old daughter with him and has her own 7-year-old son. They pull up to the shop. She looked back. 7-year-old son has on some clear frame glasses. She look at him. What's on your face? Give me those. Where you get those glasses from? Jarvis snatches the glasses from baby mama. Oh, those are my son's glasses, and walks off. So they're trying to put together a timeline because they do not have Naziah to say she was with him on January the 9th. So what ends up happening is there's an older lady, and this lady didn't play. She ends up finding her school ID. They find out the little girl has social media. School, I guess Detroit Public Schools has their own police department. Their police department cyber unit finds her social media, finds out her social media doesn't have a thing that ever happens after January the 9th, but finds out she has a Text Now account. Text Now account is texting Jarvis's number verified by his fiance and says, hey, don't forget to pick me up. I'm going to be there by 3 o'clock. But if you're not there, I'll wait. Gets no response. Then she says, you have to type okay so I can remember so I can delete your, so I know you got this, so I can delete your number. And he texts back, okay. The next thing they have is Ring video footage of her getting off the bus around 3 o'clock. So they know 3 o'clock, she got off the bus. They know she was spotted in Ypsilanti and came back. They showed the phone records coming back. They know the sister saw her. Now, the crazy thing about the sister is, the sister kept saying, because of what happened on Valentine's Day, and then because they came up in March and asked about this little girl, I remember having seen this little girl. I called his baby mama, talked to her, called the other baby mama. Listen, hold on. Listen, they did not go looking for this girl till March 14th is when they started knocking on doors. March 14th is when they found her clothes in a wooded area next to the Rouge River on 7 Malenberg, down the street from where they found her ID, and his phone was in that area for 3 hours in a blue Nissan Sentra that belonged to his other baby mama. Now, what happens is the sister says, his sister called the police on him. So I'm trying to figure out what happened on Valentine's Day. Because why would your own sibling that you grew up in the house with say, they would not let her say what happened on Valentine's Day because technically it was considered hearsay. Somebody told her, like she didn't observe it herself. But she kept saying, because of what happened on Valentine's Day, after I talked to the baby mama, somebody had done a podcast on it and sent that to her. The sister took her ass to the shop and asked King about his niece. And King said, that wasn't none of my niece, that's his niece. That lady said that was his who? Oh, no, it wasn't. His sister went to Sergeant Jones and called the cops on her own damn brother. And that's how they finally started going after him. But they did not find her clothing until March 14th. He had been sitting in jail since since February 7th, something like that. So right now they're trying to figure out how they can go forward. They're trying to present all of their evidence so that through this preliminary hearing, they'll be able to go forward. But their list of witnesses are his baby mother's, his sister, I think the little girl's aunt, Now, I've heard the stuff allegedly about her family and the aunt them finding an inappropriate picture on her phone. She was 13. 13, she was in the 8th grade. I know a minor testified. I don't know what the minor testified to because they turned everything off. But Naziah Harris deserves justice. I will be watching this trial. I followed it from last year because I was like, this baby. But to know that they actually found the glasses, they found the footage, they went back, like they are not letting up. But this, they have never found her. They found her clothing and stuff. They never found her.
There's another girl that I saw.
Detroit, Michigan.
Some of the very similar.
Law and Crime is not there, y'all. I'm sorry, Mel. They actually Law and Crime is not there. This I've been watching it on. Now the thing is, it's a young. Oh, let me go find her. I'm gonna go find her so y'all can see her. It is a young, beautiful black judge sitting behind her, and she is quick with it. She asks questions. She gonna get to the bottom of this, okay? And that particular judge, her name is Aaliyah Sabri. She has her own YouTube channel, okay? So she streams, and then also Fox 2 in Detroit is streaming it. But that's the only way I've been watching it. Fox 2 Detroit, and then like I said, this judge, she streams all of her cases anyway. But yeah, so I'll be catching up today. If you haven't seen it, like I always do, I did the recaps of each day on TikTok.
What's her name?
Naziah Harris. I'll type it. Yeah, I've heard a lot of things, but oh, sorry, y'all. Thanks for reminding me. Me and that echo. I got it. Yeah, she was 13 at the time. She was 13 in the 8th grade at the time. But they are alleging, and I'm going to get to it today because I heard her aunt and a couple other people testified today on day 3. But they are alleging that she was pregnant. And his phone, I think they went through his phone as well. And his phone search messages were, I don't want to say the wrong word and get us messed up on here, but how to eliminate a pregnancy.
That's what I saw today. He was Googling all of this.
How to eliminate a pregnancy, pills that would eliminate a pregnancy, and drinking red antifreeze.
I was like, when I said, Lord, did he not know they had everything that he searched? That's the clip I saw today. And I said, I remember seeing the clip. I think I saw it on Facebook or maybe Instagram about Naziah and kind of read a little bit about it. So when you were saying her name, I did not put the two together. But I that's the clip I saw today.
The judges.
I want to know the judge's channel again. He gave a 4-year-old chlamydia. Are you serious?
Yeah, well, they said one of his 4-year-old children. Yeah, it was crazy. There's a lot of allegedlys out there. That's why I said it, because they're alleging that the aunt knew. They are alleging that the aunt saw his baby mama, Naziah's aunt, saw allegedly an inappropriate picture that he had sent to her on Naziah's phone. They're alleging that he's pretty much been grooming her since 2022, but I don't know how long it would have been. But there is a level of grooming for. You have to let me know you, but my thing is like, you have to let me know that you got this message so I can delete your number. Why are you doing it?
She knew to do that.
She knew to do it. And oh God, on day 2, they played his interview in the police station. And it just made me feel slimy. I had to go take a freaking shower because he was like, well, it's too many kids. I can't just be passing out money. So they got to earn it. So they can come to the shop. If you want to get your nails done, you got to earn it. Like, sir, anybody in this world can say that about a kid. But if you say it, somebody need to be able to run up in your face. Like,
they said he was already a registered sex offender.
His record was atrocious. And these women got 13 kids. I mean, he had his fiance was up there. He in the dang on station talking about, well, my fiance dropped me off, but my other girlfriend, she the one got my phone. And this, that. These women was just dealing with this man. Just dealing with this man. Like, his record was not, from what I understand, and the messages I keep getting, his record was not a secret. It was not a secret. And these people were, I was his fiance when he got picked up. Like, dude, what?
And
Like,
having around your children is certainly a choice. Girl, that's really sad. I can't. I'm definitely gonna tap into it.
Can you post? Can you type the judge's channel again? People are asking.
oh yeah, sure.
Okay, guys, it looks like I've been y'all know I have my Hennessy is gone.
Oh shoot.
And it looks like I'm up.
Ow.
But I didn't get my super chat, so y'all getting water and not tea.
Not water. Not this is making my stomach hurt. Yeah, it's crazy.
How do I let me see? Did I kick? Oh, I kicked
What
Mel, come back. I kicked Mel out. I was trying to remove the screen, not Mel.
Oh shoot.
Well, in the meantime, y'all better give me those. I'm only 5 super chats away from meeting my goal.
Uh-oh, y'all. Well, while we waiting on these super chats, did y'all see Aaron Stroman, the NICU nurse from Henrico County?
Who?
Her name was Erin Elizabeth Ann Stroman. She was a NICU nurse in Virginia who was charged with malicious wounding. She was breaking the bones of little black babies in the NICU. Nobody was over 4 pounds. She did 3 babies between November and December, and they went back, and she was actually put on paid administrative leave for the same thing happening during her shift in the summer of 2023.
Oh wait, did you put the judge's channel up?
Mm-hmm.
Where is it? Hold on, did I miss it?
Oh, it's gone. Hold on, I'll get it again.
Oh yeah, and one more thing before we go to me. So I'll give y'all 4 more. I need 4 more super chats before y'all get Splenda and
Not Splenda.
But Skip Bayless, what happened? I don't know nothing. Y'all know I've been over here on I have no clue what y'all talk about.
No, you didn't see any of that. The hairdresser then came out. She didn't went to therapy.
Hold on, wait. I gotta find where. Okay, there we go. All right, go ahead.
The hairdresser, Miss Faraji. She has she has a 2-part suit. She has a class action suit and an individual suit for her work conditions at Fox. And she named Joy Taylor. She said Joy Taylor been messing with the head of content, Mr. Dixon, for I don't know how long. She basically just spilled all kind of tea. I guess she didn't went to therapy for the PTSD and everything else, and now she didn't came back. She said she's saying Skip Bayless basically through the middle of it offered her 1.5 million to mess with her, and that's been taking people by storm. But basically, she's saying she was in a condition where folks was messing with folks. It was messing with her morale, and basically they terminated her because she didn't go along with the culture. So, but it was some tee-hee-hee in there. Yeah, she
That lawsuit was so bad. Joy had them things covered up the other day. I said, because when I read the lawsuit, when she said that Dixon wanted to go to dinner with Skip and Joy came dressed provocatively, I said, Joy has really big breasts. She doesn't have a shape, but she has big breasts. I knew Joy had on some low cut, boobs out. I could just tell. I could tell that was what she would wear. I hate that for Joy because I said, whether this is true or not, we don't know. The thing that I hate the most is she's going to take the biggest L. Skip has had his career. Skip's 73 years old. He's done. He's probably done with TV, going to just stay in YouTube land, okay? Mr. Dixon, he's a rich white man in America. This is not going to hurt him, but Joy.
So wait, she got titties like Viverito?
Yeah. Yeah. Great comparison. But yeah, for Joy, you know, whether this, and I keep saying whether it's true or not, because she's like, obviously she's not going to be able to live it down. Somebody's going to believe it no matter what. Now, when I read it as someone who liked Joy, I appreciate that she's in that space. I'm like, damn. And it's not so much. It's the one of the things that bothered me the most is you were Faraji. Y'all were cool. If this is true, you guys were cool. Then all of a sudden, sudden, you don't want her to do your hair. You need a black girl to do your hair. You're making fun of the way she talking. It was just too much. So
sadly, I think when she like all those things that they said she did and those racial innuendos and stuff like that, I don't think that's going to be the part that messed her up. Faraji,
Faraji is Melanie. Faraji is Melanie. She documented everything.
Faraji documented why she lost them 2 rings. Faraji documented everybody she slept with to get to her shows, and she
They said it's Joy black or white?
I think Joy is like mixed.
I think she's
mixed. She's mixed with something.
She gets racially ambiguous, but I'm sure they refer to her as black, but I'm not sure that she is.
Yeah. Yeah, Joy used her body to progress up the ladder. That's
the thing. This is not fact. The lawsuit is not fact.
The lawsuit is not fact, and that's why I keep having to say
she's going to be stuck with for life.
What bothers me the most is people have been saying that about her because when I started watching football, people hate men. Almost always hate Joy's takes on everything. Almost always, and I was just like, this right here is terrible because they're never going to trust her again. The few that did, they'll never trust her again. Even if this is proven to not be true, she took the biggest L in my opinion. I hate that for her. But I'm gonna tell y'all in this chat, y'all better be careful what y'all telling y'all hairstylists. Okay.
Listen,
hey, let me tell y'all something. I don't play them kind of games. I'm gonna start taking NDAs with me everywhere. Hey, y'all find something safe to do. I'm gonna sue everybody. Anybody that think they're gonna play with me, and that's why y'all got to super chat me $60 more before I tell y'all anything because I'm tired of people playing with me. So now y'all gotta pay. So anyway, long story short, Mel and Miss Jefferson, do y'all have shot glasses?
I don't have.
No, I got my little bit of wine left.
No, we have to take a shot for your birthday.
Oh shoot! Okay, hold on.
I'm going to get a shot glass.
Are we? Let me get one. I'll go get one.
Okay, we're taking a 5-minute, well, really 5-second intermission. It's not really 5 minutes. We're going to get our shot glasses. We're going to toast to Miss Jefferson. Yes, absolutely. You are absolutely being punished for people playing with me. Unfortunately. But I'm going to tell y'all because in 2025, everybody going to find something safe to do. I'm going to show y'all. It's some great things happening.
Okay. Well, why are we going to do that? Oh, where did she go? I'm going to go grab me a shot glass too. I think I got everybody. I said.
Y'all, hold on. And somebody tried to call me out. Let me tell y'all something. I am failing miserably at my New Year's resolution. I've been out to eat every day. I've been out to drink every day. I said I was not.
What was your resolution?
Not to eat out and not to drink.
I was like, it sounded like her resolution was not to eat and not to drink. Not to eat out.
I am failing. Okay, I'm going to get
I went to the gym today. That's why I'm a little tired. I went to the gym today, guys. I worked so hard. I mean, y'all, I was sweating so bad. I think I lost probably 5 pounds at the gym today. So I feel great. You know, first workout. I don't know if y'all can tell how tired I am. I'm still sweating, actually.
But I see all your people saying they can't believe you made it.
Yeah.
And I can't start over in February because my birthday's in February.
Let's keep going.
I just should give up.
First of all, it sounds like a lot of haters in my chat. There's a lot of haters in my chat. They're hating on my workout, Kayla.
Oh, your workout.
They're hating on my workout. Some of them just didn't see.
Hold on. You talk to them about this. I got to get my shot glass. Go ahead.
Get your shot glass. So for those of you that are on this live and you're choosing to hate instead of spread love, go touch grass. Because here's the thing. I know I was working out and sweating today. They said you was there 5 minutes. I'm still sore. I am still sore from working out.
Happy birthday.
What did you do at the gym? I was getting in at the gym. Thank you, Pam.
The great thing about my birthday, fat boy, is if I'm old, you older. We waiting on Kayla to get back, babe.
I heard you played in the gym. All you did was work on. What y'all are hating so bad? Like the comments coming through so bad.
Who they talking about?
I worked
I'm
out.
talking about Mel.
I worked out 10
He
years
went to the gym today.
I
They
seen
tried
her in the gym. She ain't do nothing. She was just walking around bumping her gums. Oh, my fault. I wasn't gonna tell nobody. You the reason why they be talking about motherfuckers on the internet, because you was just in there trying to look cute and talk. Oh, I wasn't gonna say. Hurry up, let me.
Q, that's something you tell me on FaceTime. Because now look at the chat.
Look, I just look. I clicked on it. I had just got off the route. Me and I was filling up my bus, and I clicked on it like, oh, Mel live. I was about to say hi, country man. I look like this nigga ain't even working out. Like, okay, she talking to everybody. She just got on the machine, and then you turn around and start walking and talking again. I'm like, she didn't do nothing. What the fuck did she do? I'm like, oh, Mel trying to look cute. You trying to catch you one of them gym rats. That's what you was trying to do.
They said hi,
What up? You had them leggings on trying to catch you one, huh?
First of all, Q, I don't know what part of the live you came in on, but I was working out.
I don't even know which machine you was on because you bounced it to like
I
two.
wasn't on the machine.
Like quick.
I wasn't on the machine.
You did like this. Look, you
was not ready for the machine.
So what y'all think? I said, oh, that nigga, she trying to catch her one of them niggas in the gym spying.
When no men in the gym, Q. I did. You went on the. You know what? Let me get on Amazon and order my jump rope because now I really got to go prove to y'all I can work out. I did like.
You know he gonna keep going.
Like 5
I haven't seen you do your hair like this. She was like, I said, oh, Mel on there trying to be cute.
Q, I did.
You see that? They said messy ass big unk. You see that? They just put it in there.
What they call him, messy ass big unk.
I said, this live is not for me. Let me exit. Let me get up out of here.
I did 5 squats and 3 lunges. I'm not even sure what he hating. I did 5 squats, 3 lunges, and I did some stretches. Okay.
I said, is this Instagram or TikTok? Oh, that's Mel. Shit, I'm gone.
Wait a minute. Who is that talking about 2 squats? Oh, y'all really pushing it in this live today. Not
taking all day. Tell her I got kids in the tub.
Okay, go ahead and take your shot, baby.
Okay.
You back.
All right.
Yeah, you did 5 squats. I said 5 squats and 2 lunges.
It get worse when I'm drinking. So
I switched.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you can't have no shot. I was about to tell you take a shot with it for T's birthday.
I can't believe this change.
Take a sip of your beer. I know you got beer sitting right there. I know it's right there.
I'm eating popcorn. I'm about to go to bed.
I was about to say, you know he chewing with his big ass.
I can't believe this chat. Thank you who said they're proud of me. Thank you.
She got about how many people in here?
I don't know.
Oh, they got about 20,000 people in here. She talking.
That's right.
Get her.
Shit, I was out here.
Get her. Get her. Up there go my food beeping. Damn, Kayla.
That's it. Mel, that was my niece, and she did work out. She was sweating.
Where my dog at? He in the bathroom again? You fucked his stomach up again with that cooking with Kayla?
No, Shannon.
She up here balancing the bottle.
Shannon, they called it for you.
I was trying to make sure.
Y'all know we went to the art museum. We went to a basketball. We did a lot today. He said he tired.
Tired.
All right, come on. What we waiting on? 12 o'clock or something?
No, we ready. We waiting on Kayla.
Oh, I'm scared. I hope I don't embarrass myself on the internet.
You ain't.
Don't embarrass me.
I'm sorry. You know I ain't gonna go thing. Thank you, baby.
She about
Can
to
you grab
sip.
me a Pepsi?
She about to sip her.
Give me a Pepsi.
You ain't got one in your
A Pepsi.
I got a refrigerator in here and ain't nothing in it.
It is. That's my caramel sauce, my
refrigerator in the
my cold foam, and my creamer for my coffee.
Mel water in her cup like she drinking something. Nicole, why you being funny? I didn't even drink nothing, friend, because I don't have no liquor here, but I got a shot glass. I don't have any liquor here. Y'all drunk the last of my liquor earlier.
All right, y'all ready? Let's move on to the final thing. I think I got enough.
Eric.
They said, definitely messy. Y'all can't get him started. He love to run his mouth.
I'll be FaceTiming you after we get off this live, and he and I'll have a chit chat.
That's why I keep him off the internet.
And I'll deal with the rest of you millionaires in our after show, okay?
I know that's right. Get them right together. Okay, guys, it's my turn.
So
So,
chop it up. It's almost 3 month late hearing time. So.
I thought he was talking to us. I'm quiet.
No, he's trying to go fishing with old ass.
All right, guys.
Got me over here talking about cooking with Kaya.
No, I need to go watch the Cooking with Kaya because I don't even know what that is. I thought people had just left the A and the L out my name.
That baby just cooking and twerking and having fun. It's her little young life. That's all she's doing. People mad.
It really don't even make sense. She's just doing a little 1-2. That's it.
I know people tried to talk to me.
So before we get started, I just want to say, y'all know when I start talking in my sweet voice, I just want to say that this morning I had a long conversation with two people. Miss Jefferson wasn't one of them because she didn't answer the group FaceTime, so she has no idea what I'm about to say. But Mel was, I'm not letting her get out this time talking about she ain't know. Nope. She knew. No, I'm just playing. It ain't nothing to know. But is I don't know if is Miss Sylvia in here too, because I gotta say shout out to Miss Sylvia because she talked me off a ledge. She definitely talked me off a ledge because I was like, I'm gonna expose it all. I'm gonna tell everything. And she was like, no, you don't have to do that. She was so sweet. But anyway, long story short, I'm not talking about any other attorney, but I told both Mel and Miss Sylvia today that I knew how today was going to go, and I really don't appreciate it because I put in a lot of work to try to get some progress going. And so a lot of people don't know or didn't know until Thugger Daily posted, but Mr. Kendrick has 3 open cases. And I tried to be kind of quiet about that one case that nobody knew about, but I knew I had already got a bond on it. I wasn't trying to blow up the spot. I wasn't trying to have it used against him, but almost the day or two after the not guilty, I was able to go and secure him a $1,000 bond on one case on each count, which was a total of $4,000. And then I was, going to do the bond hearing, and everybody saw what happened in the bond hearing. And there's nothing I can do about a made up warrant. There's nothing I can do about a warrant being signed by multiple people, dismissed, re-signed. Nothing I can do about that. So I was like, I'm gonna just chill because after that hearing at the bond hearing, maybe about 2 hours after we left court, I received an email saying that Mr. Kendrick was going to be on the calendar for tomorrow, which is virtually unheard of because most hearings require a 10-day notice. So I already felt like somebody was trying to play with me because they knew my man was getting out of jail. They knew I didn't. They knew I did not want to get up at 9 o'clock in the morning and go to court because they knew what was going on. I can't confirm that, but that's just how I felt because I have never in my life seen an email sent at 3 o'clock saying you have court tomorrow that was never noticed and never on a calendar. Odd. Whatever. I was going to be there. And, but I just want to talk to you guys for a second about what an arraignment is. There are so many times 90% of the time, if my client is on an arraignment calendar, I'm waiving formal arraignment, which is the reading of charges, and we're not appearing. So no matter who it is, John, Dick, Jane, or Harry, if you have an arraignment, we're not going because whether you're out of custody or in custody, I don't want you to be brought from the jail or drive from your house. We're just going to waive formal arraignment and be excused. In this particular case, there was a personal issue that occurred with the judge and the district attorney, not myself, which caused the reset. So I didn't even get to waive arraignment because it was reset. Long story short, I mean, and none of this has anything to do with Mr. Kendrick. He has been so kind to me. He has continuously called me his sister. He has continuously trusted me. Nothing to do with him, but you can't control what your family does when you're behind bars, unfortunately. So then all of a sudden I had people reaching out to me about this fundraiser, or I don't even know. I'm still don't know about it. I was never told about it. So guys, if you gave your money, I didn't receive it. It has nothing to do with me. I'm not aware about it to this day. Don't have it. So I found out from people asking me, is this real? I had multiple people ask me, and I simply said, do what you want to do. I don't know. Also had another attorney reach out to me and said that he had been secured as Mr. Kendrick's attorney, and I, thought it was done. So I just was like, okay, it is what it is, because as you guys know, I don't even live in Atlanta, and it's no hard feelings. I did the best that I could do. It's not like, oh, I got to be on this case. No, I did what I can do, and unfortunately, it turned out the way it turned out, but I want Yak out. I definitely want him on the streets, but I don't have to be the lawyer to do it, so it's no hard feelings or anything like that. But after it's 3 days to the hearing, and this lawyer who contacted me had not filed an entry, which means I'm still on the case. And I tell people all the time, like a lot of you guys don't understand when you enter an appearance on a case, and that's why so many times, and I shouldn't say this because it's a bad practice, but if somebody doesn't pay me in full or they pay me just for a bond, I'm not filing an entry. I'm going to file I'm going to file what we call a limited entry, where I'm just retained for purposes of bond, because it's so hard to get off a case once you file an entry. The judge has to say, you're not on this case. And there's, different stages and different ways that this happens. Long story short, I wasn't excused. I was still the attorney. So I went back into attorney mode. And I know a lot of you guys know that I have been quiet. I have been very quiet, because I thought that was important, because everybody went quiet. And I think that the loudness was offensive. And, everybody knows, okay, I'm married to Shannon, whatever. Blah, blah, blah. But nobody didn't see me go talk about, oh, not guilty, he won. I didn't do all that, because one, shout out to Max, he tempered me. But no, long story short, he did give me good advice and keep me humble. And I'm thankful for that, because in the long run, I see how important that was. Not that I was going to go on the internet and say nothing, but the fact that, sometimes you have to humble yourself and take advice from people when you're emotional or when they're your senior. And Max has been practicing longer than me, and he knows more than me. And so whatever he said do, I did. And I'm thankful for him telling me those things, because I'm able to see it from so many different perspectives at this point. So I'm like, okay, I'm still the attorney in the case. Let me make something happen. So Judge Leffridge, shout out to Judge Leffridge. She was the first judge I was ever assigned to as a district attorney. That was my judge. We got into it, but she is a strong Black woman. I love her. She's not a bad judge, but one thing about it is she don't play. And baby, I wouldn't have wanted Yak to go in front of her for a probation revocation. So I made some calls, and I was like, I talked to the DA, and I was like, hey, let's just go ahead and resolve this contraband case. And when we resolve the contraband case, which is the case that's revoking the probation, let's just handle the probation. And he say what he say. I ain't even gonna put it out there. He say what he say. But at the end of the day, Judge Leffridge gave permission to Judge Newkirk to handle the probation with a plea and be done. So Georgia has this new law that says if your probation is revoked, your time no longer, you can't get credit for time served anymore on probation in Georgia. So if your revocation is 6 months after your arrest, those 6 months, free time, mean nothing. So my goal was to go ahead and get the probation revocation done, because even if he was revoked 3 months, or even if he was revoked 6 months or a year, whatever, at least we can get that time started and time rolling. I worked all this out, and I thought it was a great resolution. I thought we were, making progress. And at about 4:00 yesterday, I received an e-file notice that Bruce Harvey had filed an entry. Not a phone call, not a text message, nothing. Just an e-file notice. Nothing. So now I'm like, what? I'm confused at this point. Like, I don't know what to do, And so I'm going to just say this. I can't talk to anybody's strategy, but I'm highly offended at the way today went. I'm highly offended because all they had to do was have some conversations, take the plea, handle the probate. Hey, go in your room. I just pulled out all these posters to do this work and write down my task, and she's coloring on them.
Oh, that's an Denver move.
I was literally about to write my to-do list on this poster board. But anyway, what I'm saying is, I'm not talking, and then I'm reaching out to people like, hey, can you have Bruce and Nicole call me? Can you have them call me? They call me. Conversation highly offensive, highly disrespectful, no regard for anything that I had to say. And like I said, I'm not talking about any attorney, especially no attorney that has been practicing as long as I've been alive, but I don't appreciate any of it.
I'm sorry that happened to you, but I do want to say, I talked on my live that I'm happy that you pointed out the fact that at the end of the day, maybe we don't like how they did it, how they went about it, but at the end of the day, you do want Yak to come home. So I'm happy that you've been out there. That's the most important part of all of that. And like you said, it's his choice. They have whatever attorney they want to have. It's just the way they went about it. I'm happy. I'm sorry that it worked out that way. Like you said, it doesn't have to be you. And I know for a fact you're not fighting to be on the case. It's not something I just have to have. But I think it's just the way that it transpired.
Yeah, and then also it's crazy because Miss Tasha had charges earlier in this whole situation that I got dismissed for free. Everything
I'm glad you said it, because
so now I'm not good enough.
When that was going around, that happened, like, what was it, last week, when they started putting that mug shot out there, and I wanted to just scream like that got dismissed, and you want to know how? But I did, I'm telling y'all know I don't use the word wiggle often. When I say Kayla be wiggling, let's see, Kayla has, I'm just going to say it, Kayla has a huge heart. She has a huge heart, and she wants to see the best for everybody in whatever way she can make that happen. And I just think that so many things can be solved with a conversation. You can agree to disagree. It can be something so simple, but I just think so many things can be handled with a simple conversation. Everybody can just be on the same page. As long as everybody knows what's going on, that's it. It just,
I'm sending text messages to people like, am I supposed to come because I have to fly there? What do I need to do? No response.
That's the crazy thing. Yeah, you got to fly. So just let me know. You can just.
That's a third of what I've done. Okay.
You could have just sent me a meme. Send me to Trump. You know, listen, not today. Or something. It could have been a text message. There's too many ways to communicate nowadays that, man, I just wish that, I just pray that all goes well. Yak don't need to be up in there. And let my boy go. Let him go ahead and move on with life and let it be what it's going to be. I just hate that there's so many people. I'm just glad that he can reach out to you and have a conversation.
But like I said, it don't have nothing to do with him. Me and him is straight. So this don't have nothing to do with him.
Free Yak to us backwards. We're going to be screaming it. But now they talking about the 26th. So I was going to ask you that
and
too.
He was going to be done. He didn't even, they was like, do you want to know the next court date? He was ready to go. I'm going to push play.
So I have a question real quick though before you do that.
Okay.
So he was supposed to before you got everything consolidated into one thing. I don't know if consolidated is the right word, but before everything was going to be handled at one time, he had today and then February 7th. So now they're talking about February 26th. So the 7th is just gone for him. Is that right? Like
I think the 7th is still there, but if he goes before Judge Leffridge, is
not the judge. I saw that today with the other judge. I don't know anything about any of these people or
Judge Newkirk is a retired judge. He's not a judge. So he's just filling in for Judge Whitaker while she handles her personal matters and while she handles YSL. So Judge Whitaker is dealing with the personal matter that I'm not going to disclose because that's not my business to disclose. But everybody pray for Judge Whitaker and her family. But that was the real reset reason. It had nothing to do with me.
Okay.
And Judge Newkirk is just like a filling judge. But when Judge Newkirk was a judge, I went before him a lot, and he is one of my favorite judges.
Oh, wow. Okay. Because that's why I was almost wondering, like, maybe because Whitaker went through everything with Yak, she may have a different understanding of what was going on, and that may be different. I don't know. But
my whole thing was, this is what I'm going to be honest with you. So my whole thing was when I had a conversation with the DA, and I'm not saying anything bad about this DA because he's not the elected district attorney. So he can only do what he's told to do, and he has to follow direction. But when I had the conversation with him, it seemed to me like he has specific instructions. He has to follow those instructions. And it seems to me that, I talked to someone today and they told me that they even heard him say in the hallway that, I thought we had something worked out. He had no clue what was going on. He was confused. Everybody was confused as to why this happened. But thank you for the super chat. It was something I wanted to say. I can't remember. But pretty much, what was you saying, Miss Jefferson? Because it was about what you said.
Oh, I was just saying you were saying it seemed like they were confused. And I said I said it sounded like everybody there was confused about everything. And it sounded like to me like Harvey did not want those cameras in there. So who knows if we'll even be able to see the 26th. Like I don't know. I would just wish he could just at least have the 7th. Like the 7th was far enough, but if I'd rather the 7th than the 26th. I mean, my goodness. Like, so he can just go move on and know what the next step is in life, whatever he has to do. Like, man, damn. Yeah, but play the clip. Damn.
And I'm gonna think about what I had to say because it was one more thing I had to say. It was something Miss Sylvia told me. It was something good.
And he said something about having a trial coming up. So is he even available on the 26th? This is, oh God. God dang it. The boy not guilty. Shit. Like,
I mean, is it of the nature that would be right for a plea? Okay.
Well, it would be right, but that's all it would be.
We're still, well, we're talking. All right. Okay.
Oh, I remember. Hold on.
Right.
Just because he said it. So pretty much he tried to bully me into not. So this is what I was trying to do. What I was trying to do is go ahead and take a plea to the contraband case, which was the case that revoked the probation. So everybody saw the probation warrant that only had the contraband case. It does not have the aggravated battery, aggravated assault, whatever before Judge McBurney. That's not even on the probation warrant. It's just the contraband case. So in my opinion, I was trying to just take a plea to that, which I know, I can't say I know, but I know Judge Newkirk would have did a time served on that and go ahead and handle the probation. So it's not dead time. Because if his probation is revoked, we can go ahead and get it revoked now and serve what he's going to serve and try to fight the other case from the street. Try to get a bond back from McBurney because McBurney put in bold, I can't say what he's going to do, that the reason he denied the bond was because of the probation warrant. So if I would have resolved that case, resolved the probation warrant, I got the bond on the other case, it would have only left me with one outstanding thing to do, which was to go back before McBurney. Don't know why they didn't try to do that, because say his probation is revoked for 4 months, 5 months. That doesn't start until the day is revoked. So why couldn't we just revoke it today?
Dang, man. Okay.
We're potentially discussing how to resolve that.
So the best way is status quo at this particular point? So you're looking for a universal settlement? Yes. Okay. All right.
But that makes no sense. Because even if it's universal, you don't get time credit for none of the time he's serving on the probation.
Yes, you may.
But Mel,
Sorry to get you down here for nothing. Of course, I didn't have anything to
y'all.
do with getting. No, I'm talking about the cameraman.
I thought you were talking to me.
No. but it doesn't look like anything's going to happen with Mr. Kendrick's case today.
trust me, they was coming anyway. That's the judicial assistant.
Are you working with Mr. Harvey?
Yes.
What's your name?
Attorney Nicole Wesson.
Okay, Ms. Westmoreland. All right, nice to meet you.
She's the brains and beauty. I'm just the aging boy. It's cold up here. And you know, I thought this morning that if you're over 70, you should be exempted from coming out in any weather.
Okay, so I mean that's it. That's it.
Dang.
So Miss Sylvia said this on her live.
Overheard the prosecutor say he was caught off guard with Harvey being the attorney because everything had been worked out before. I said that earlier, like this is whatever it is, Lord, work it out. Because that dang on, what was that, December 2nd, December 3rd, something like that he was found not guilty, like, and then now we.
But not even just that. I had several people comment today that, never mind. Because somebody's in jail right now and somebody's free for the same crime. Same evidence.
Okay. That's crazy. This is completely crazy.
And I told Mel, what I tell you, well, I don't know, but what I told Mel and Miss Sylvia today, I pray to God that they do not go in there and reset this case.
You said that, and I when well, somebody said Bruce doesn't like the cameras, period. But when he was like, "Why are those cameras there?" I was like, "Yeah, I think he's gonna get reset today, and maybe he doesn't want the cameras in there because he's about to get it reset." It just felt like it, but they say he doesn't like the cameras. I don't know if that's true or not, but he as soon as he said that, my first thought was he's gonna be reset today. But you definitely did say, I hope he doesn't get reset today. You
When I
did.
saw
He put so much effort into progress. That would have been 2 things he did not have to worry about.
That's just pissing me off now because, of course, I'm not a lawyer. So I had no idea that, like, this is all just because you got time. Like, this is all, like, none of this time counts for him for any reason. Nothing. I mean, God damn, dog. Like, I mean, it just feels like, and I said it today, I just feel like at this point it's feeling like kidnapping for a second. Like, it just feels like they're trying to get something from him. Like, he wasn't going to leave there on probation for this or what they were trying to do. He didn't get any of the charges. He got found not guilty. It's just like they're trying to make sure they get something.
I said today too that, and maybe Kayla can attest this. I know that what transpired, but I also said that as attorneys, maybe Bruce felt like so I don't know how attorneys feel about taking on a case and then like just going behind another attorney. I don't know how you guys feel about that, how that works. I said maybe he wanted to look at things himself and see if he came up with something different. Maybe he's going to come up with the same thing. I don't know. But if they were just retained, maybe there's something like that going on with him. I don't know, because I'm with Kayla. Like, when I saw it was going to be reset, I feel sorry for Yak. But
Man.
His attorneys, but on the flip side, his attorneys are entitled to come up with their own game plan, to come up with how they want to approach this. So that was something that I said, I'm sure at this point he's spoken to them, and that's something he just has to understand. When you switch attorneys this close to an appearance, this is a consequence of that happening. So maybe, and I'm not maybe, I know Bruce is great. I know Mr. Westmoreland is great. I know that I'm just assuming, hey, they want to take and look at it with their own eyes and see what they can do. Either way, like I told my live earlier, I know at the end of the day, everybody that's been following the trial, you're emotionally invested in it. You just want Yak to come home. He shouldn't be sitting there after getting a not guilty verdict well over a month ago. And I know Kayla feel the same way. Regardless of how things transpire, I know at the end of the day, Yak should be out. People want him to be home and living his life. So I do hope that when it's all said and done, that this next court date, hopefully that happens for him.
I hope so. So we're going to be screaming free Yak till it's backwards. I mean, shit. Yeah, I was pissed. Earlier. I ain't even gonna lie. I thought for sure. I just felt like I didn't know what was going to happen today, but I just feel like not knowing is just as bad. You know what I mean? As nothing happening. So it's just like, just finally let him know exactly what's going to be going on. What's the next step in his life? What he needs to do next, so he can be moving towards some sort of resolution. Like,
and that's all I was saying. Let's move towards some type of resolution. And I don't believe in people just taking pleas to get out of jail. I really don't. But in certain situations, like this situation, I would have rather him take a plea on this if it was going to free him in a week or two, because it does him more harm than good to stay in that jail because of who he is. Everybody's situation is different. And if I got to take a plea to some AirPods and a cell phone in the jail to get a probation matter moved, I'm going to do that because that's at the benefit. Now, I'm not going to take a plea to the aggravated assault or aggravated battery, but a cell phone and some AirPods, come on, let's do that if that's going to get this probation resolved and let's going to get him able to fight this from the streets. But we didn't even get a try at that. We didn't even get, we'll waive arraignment, but can we be heard on bond?
Progress. It was about progress. I can appreciate that. It was about progress, because now, like, I was already running my mouth about the 7th. That's too long. You shouldn't have to wait that long. And now they're talking about the 26th, and somebody said the 26th isn't even a court date. That's his deadline to get motions in. Like,
I'm sorry, I have a quick question. Did y'all say Doug went on Vlad? I feel like I told me that earlier.
He did.
Vlad?
He did.
Doug, wait, I would have to holler. Doug went on Vlad, but he hated the Amazon thing. But he went on Vlad.
No, the Tubi. What you call it?
Scooby is what I meant. But he
Scooby.
went on bland. What?
I'm going to reserve my comment because I'm not a
I
Vlad.
know I don't care for Vlad. I have
Okay, I'm not a Vlad fan, so I'm
not a Vlad
going to reserve my.
My man can go on Vlad.
I don't care for Vlad. I don't care for Adam 22. It's like a personal thing for me. But
no jumper.
No jumper. Is that? I think that's him.
I mean, no, shout out to them as content creators this way, but as people this way.
Not even content creators, because their whole content is surrounded, especially Vlad. That's a story for another day for me.
That's a whole topic.
I just can't. I just can't.
He the police.
I've heard that too. I don't even care about that.
I think he's the same one that leaked the whole interrogation or yet re-leaked it.
It's crazy. What?
I thought he did too, because I thought he got it from the old player. Well, who the old man always says swear he know everything.
And for contraband, it's either 1 to 5 years or 1 to 10 years, and they can be run consecutively or concurrently.
Whack 100, yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, Whack the police too.
Let me just say, Erica said culture vulture. That's what that's
there you go.
I'm gonna tell y'all this story about this is gonna be a natural stopping point because this is the last story I'm gonna tell y'all. This is not a negative story. Y'all, these people gonna hate me. I'm gonna just go ahead and just do personal injury. Please don't call me about a criminal case because it's not gonna go well for you.
Oh man.
No, I'm just playing. Cause I actually been doing really good with my Fulton County people. They've been working with me. You know, they don't want no smoke. But at the end of the day, one day, oh my God, they're gonna hate me. But I'm gonna go ahead and do it. So one day I was in the courtroom, right? We're talking about culture vulture. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm telling this story. And we're sitting in the courtroom, and we're sitting. And who's the judge? Is it Judge Schwab? I can't remember. I think it was either Judge Schwab. I think it was Judge Schwab. Judge Schwab. So we're sitting in the courtroom, and there's every courtroom pretty much allows you to bring your phone in, except for this fake YSL thing where they made you put your phone in the pouch. Never heard of that in my life. I don't know what people are gonna do with their cell phones. Maybe like use their flashlights or something to kill people. I have no idea. But so any other courtroom, you can take your phone in. And so we're in a courtroom, and it's not a lot going on. And all of a sudden, I can cuss on YouTube, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry to my mom. I'm sorry to Grandma Betty and my auntie, everybody, but I'm gonna say some cuss words. So I'm in the courtroom, and all I hear is, "Take that shit to motherfucking trial. All the pimps and hoes, bitch. Take that shit to trial." So this is a ringtone. And guess whose phone it was?
I know this. I'm about to cackle. Whose phone was it?
Mr. Ponytail.
Well, he be tussling in court. I was going to say that's probably
right.
That's why I was getting ready to say he probably don't want cameras because they call him tussling in that fight. He don't want no evidence.
And he make me feel like
take that all the pimps and hoes. Take that.
Oh my!
I can see that. I can so see that though.
And I'm saying like, if that was my phone, I'd be in handcuffs and contempt.
So what you saying is, we should have heard him. We need to hear him recite the lyrics to the song. He can do better than love. Is what you telling me. He can do better than love. Is what you telling me.
He can do a better job.
Okay. I wish I could hear him say "Red like Elmo," but I don't giggle. I really want to hear him say. Okay, let me stop. But I kind of wish Bruce. I kind of want him to recite some lyrics for me now.
Take that shit to motherfucking trial. All the pimps and hoes.
Lord. Okay, Bruce.
Bitch.
He gonna add the last.
I just know he be turning up, baby. I know he be turning up.
Listen, I said one day I gotta get a drink with him and Mr. Bots. I need to go get a drink.
I would have been in contempt under the jail, still in jail today, and that happened a year ago.
Not while they looking at the lyrics. You go.
Lord, don't be singing this song all night now. Take that mother and try. Oh, wait. Can y'all just imagine? Can y'all just imagine when y'all know when they go? Ooh.
He got not guilty tattooed on him.
What? It gets better and better. It gets better, and I look, baby. That's hilarious, baby. Don't play with Bruce. Don't play with Bruce.
Y'all, we way over an hour.
We are. I'm about to take my ass to bed.
Thank y'all so much for tuning in today. Thank y'all. They say he's dedicated for life. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Had to be, Erica. Had to be.
And they gonna wipe it up. Jesus, we going to bed.
That's what he did, not me. Hold on, I'm gonna play it for y'all.
He did.
You're gonna get copyrighted. Don't play it.
Why I can play that? No, I'm talking about this. How we ending tonight?
I thought you talking about trial. Take it to trial.
No, I don't know what that is.
I thought you talking about the song. I thought you had to play the song.
That is not. No, it's not yet. Tone is. Okay, I'm gonna use Thugger Daddy. Can I use this? He said yeah. Okay, let's see.
That's Slime Life Harvey.
You know. You know.
Straight thugging.
You know.
I could not believe he did that, y'all. He said, well, I could not believe he did that.
He at that age, he don't give a damn.
He don't give a damn.
He don't give a damn. He just at that age.
What they say? It's too damn late. That Bruce.
That's too damn late.
It's too damn late.
Oh Jesus! They keep showing this stuff. I don't want to see it.
Thank y'all for coming, though. Thank you guys for coming.
Thank you, everybody.
Yes, thanks for all the love, the cash apps, the well wishes. I'm taking my old ass to bed.
I'm going to. I had a long day. I'm sleepy. My dog's over here snoring. All three of them.
Lord. All right, y'all. Well, first one of 2025 in the books.
So wait. We got it. One last thing.
What?
Wednesday. What are we doing? We got to pick something. Are we? What are we?
Can pick one, or do you want to get up to date on Melly and then talk about Melly?
Mm-hmm.
So are we going? Should we do? I think people were interested in Miss Mama's too.
Who, Nazaya?
Yeah, so I mean, maybe we can do something where we split the show. What do you guys want to do?
Yeah, just let us know what y'all want to do.
I want to do.
I know everybody wants to know about Melly because I think Mel was even talking about doing a rewatch of that.
Mm-hmm.
I know Cup Boys and I'm Not a Lawyer But has a whole series on YW Melly as well.
That's when I started watching it too.
Yeah, she has a whole series on YW Melly as well. But we can do a Melly synopsis. We can go through, but so much stuff happened through Melly, y'all. It's crazy. But we can do Melly, and then like I said, we're going to I don't know if they finished today. They might be coming back tomorrow, but I'm gonna catch up on the Zanaya Harris, what I missed today because I was out and about, what the preliminary hearing, and see if they really gonna move, how they gonna move forward with this man. I don't understand why he ain't under the jail. Why taking 3 days?
And I just want to say this too, and this is the absolute last thing I'm gonna say. I promise you, Mel, don't be looking crazy when I say this. So look, there she go with the eyes. So pretty much, y'all, it was somebody had post this comment on my page, and they say that I can't never get 2,000 people on my live, and the only reason I had 2,000 people on my live on Sunday was because Shannon was there.
Is that the same person who told me that? She told me WTF never gets over 1,000 people streaming.
Baby, we ain't even talking about nothing. I mean, we talking about stuff, but we ain't talking about nothing. And we have never on this live since we started had less than 2,000 people.
What? Somebody need a day job. What? Why are you? Why
And Mel, who came to your page and told you to shut up?
You know what? Since we're here, let me say that because I've seen some comments in this chat. Let me just say this: in 2025, I pray that that the devil releases y'all from getting on people's pages that y'all don't like.
Why?
Because everyone knows I talk a lot. I talk. That's why when I do my thing, I have a way I do things on my channel. You may not like it. You may prefer Miss J. You may prefer Kayla. Just stay on those channels. I don't know what possesses people to go on content creators' pages that they don't like and comment. The girl told me, Mel, just shut up, please. Ma'am, if you want to watch it, you see I'm streaming it from Law and Crime. Go to Law and Crime and watch
it. They told me today it was no point of watching from my page because I didn't tell them anything they wanted to know. Baby, what I told you is come to WTF Wednesday if you want the information. I'm not finna sit up here and talk over and over and say the same thing over and over. I wanted to see what happened. Y'all wanted me to watch with y'all. Y'all asked for stuff. I give y'all the stuff. Y'all complain. Y'all ask Mel for the stuff. She gets stuff. So they mad at you for talking. They mad at me for being quiet.
Well, at least, well, dang, you can't win. Tell the people that don't want you to be quiet to come over to my page. And people that say I talk too much, I'll send them to your page. I was like, this is the craziest shit I have ever seen. She said, Mel, can you just Mel
on your page,
please, baby? Because normally after I drop the page, I have a lot of stuff going on, so I don't really read my comments. But I was able.
Say hi.
Hey,
watching her live the other day.
Look, they said they right here. They know she in there.
They said, yeah, I just didn't get that, and I really hope people. I know social media, we get to watch stuff. You know that we get to watch people's content, and the phone is right there. It's so easy to comment, but it's also easy for you to block me because I told that lady, ma'am, just remove me from your list of things that you watch. Just block me. I don't mind because I do believe that what's for me is for me. God is going, just as he's done throughout this, my tribe is going to find me. And I pray she finds her people. And that's not me. And that's okay. But girl, you don't have to.
She can stub her toe on the way because what's your problem?
And it's so crazy. Like I said, never really look at those comments. Now, my TikTok, I read a lot of comments on there. YouTube, once I'm off, I shut the computer off and I go.
I don't look at no comment. And you know, I say this all the time, and I don't know if people believe it or not. I have no idea what goes on social media because I only get on and post and get off. I don't scroll on Instagram. I'm a little guilty because I've been on Instagram, but like on YouTube, TikTok, I don't know what y'all be talking about. I do not watch that stuff. Because it's too much.
Now I love my let me say this about my TikTok comments. I fell in love with so many of y'all from my TikTok comments. We migrated to YouTube. Duke got on my live one day. He was like, "Why you say her name like that? You know her? May as well." I love the community that I have built from TikTok and YouTube. And first of all, let me say something to y'all in here too. I posted that lady's comment on my Instagram. I seen y'all go comment on it under that lady's post too. I said I should have known they were going to go do that. And
that's the one thing I learned.
Well, it was some respectful reads though, and I appreciate that. I appreciate
One
being.
thing I love, because that's the one thing they used to get me when I first started TikTok. It was like, okay, y'all talking to me like y'all really don't know me. Like y'all really don't know me. And I would get so bothered. I would want, but then my people would get in them comments and eat somebody alive before I could even find the comment. I was like, they got it.
That's what I be saying, Miss Jefferson. I be seeing the response. I be like, dang, what did somebody say? Because I be seeing the response.
You see the response they handled it.
But y'all, when I first started, I used to respond myself. When my page started really getting up there, I'll see the comment and I'm about to go respond. Baby, I'll see 7, 8 comments under that. I'll be like, oh, they got it already. I don't even have to say anything because it really is a family. And although, and with Zakia, thank you for your nice read, because I do appreciate, I tell them all the time, I don't want to be in no drama. I don't want to be in mess. I just don't have the mental capacity for it. But Zakia was so respectful. She said, Mel wouldn't want me to say this. And I said, oh, I love that. I love how you said that.
Listen, they get in there and go ham. I appreciate that.
They will go ham. They will go ham. But I'm gonna tell them this: if the shoe was on the other foot and I saw it on your page, I promise I would too, because I just don't like that. You know, this is such. It's all. They're all free apps. You don't have to. You can block people. You can mute words. I just learned how to mute words on Twitter. Best thing ever. Okay, mute words on Twitter.
But why? I just don't understand. I have never been to somebody's page that I don't like or don't want to say something to and said, hey,
I don't like you.
Shut up on your page.
Someone you don't even know. Like, you don't even know me. just block. I'm like, I'd rather you just block me. I really honestly would. Because again, I feel like, and that's for everybody in here that's doing any type of content. Anybody in here that's doing any, thank you, Ashley, that's doing any type of content. I just want to say to y'all, like, your people will find you. Your people will find you. You don't have to fish for likes, fish for views. Be yourself, be authentically yourself, because if you're being yourself, you're never going to have an off day, because you are being who you are. And that's what I love about both of these women up here. Authentic, we're all going to authentically be ourselves, and just know that your tribe is going to find you. It might take some time, it might be fast, but your tribe is going to find you. Miss Sheila said I have great modifiers.
Look at my modifiers. Okay, so we're done with WTF Wednesday, but we're going to briefly talk about modifiers. Okay.
They said you have great modifiers, okay?
Mama said them people is an attention-seeking demon. I know that's right, Kimberly Jones. But anyway, so if you have not subscribed to Shannon's page, please do. He got some Tide Pod modifiers.
And be regular.
Be regular.
Be regular. Don't come over there trying to be regular. Don't be doing too much. Be regular.
She said be regular. That's hilarious.
And the crazy thing was, y'all brother gonna say, that's a word. Oh hell no. Don't
be regular is hilarious.
Don't be doing too much. Don't put 20 on T. He said be regular.
That
okay.
Man said we had to be regular while he used the bathroom. And he said he got Tide Pod.
I still can't believe he did that. I mean, I was telling Mariah this today.
And don't be calling him broke. Please don't be calling him broke.
Oh gosh. He just need to walk around with his camera. He got his own. He a show. Okay, it's a whole show. Be regular. Okay, it's a whole show.
He needs a show.
He be regular. He needs a show. You just got to go with it.
Okay, so everything, just so you know, all of his things is SB chosen. Everything on everything. Oh my God! So y'all saw
DCX. What?
I am so upset about this because I asked him not to post that. So eating oysters, and he's like, "This is a hydrodisiac." I said, "What?"
Well, that's a natural stopping point. Natural stopping point.
So if you go look at his story on Instagram, you're gonna see. Hold on, who watched his story?
Did he type it out, or did he say it? I need
He
to see.
says it, and I said, "What is a hydrodesiac?"
What he said, you know what he was talking about. Listen, that video, I'm gonna tell you the best one, and I'm done.
No, the best one. I know what you about. What is it? Is it
when he got up on that screen, said, Vera, how you get here? Go back. Hey, how I get out of here?
I couldn't see it. I kept seeing his comments. I couldn't see that video on X. I kept seeing in the comments that he was saying
Get out.
but he was telling me to change my settings.
Oh God! When he said, "How I get out?" I said, "Oh man."
This video is.
Oh God!
I'm gonna show y'all the best video. This is the best video right here.
They said that hydrodesiac is harder than that for DJ.
I wonder how he heard it like that. Hydro and I wonder how he heard it like that. I honestly want to know.
I'm gonna show y'all the best video if y'all don't know. Who know what I'm about to show y'all?
Y'all, what story was it on? I got to hear him say.
This
I do.
This the best video. Why's your leg hurt? What happened to you? I thought you said. I thought you told me something else happened to you. Car wreck from Fulton County Jail.
He said we don't know what he's saying.
The car wreck from Fulton County Jail. That's what's wrong with his leg.
I know that's right, Shannon. I be lipping too.
They did it. They did it all. That's what happened.
Baby, tell him when he was on live the other day, it looked like his arm wouldn't raise up for real. He need to get that checked out too. Tell him get that arm checked out.
Lord, all right, y'all. Let me go get y'all nephews in the bed.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, y'all. See y'all in the morning. I will be watching the Zaya, y'all. All right.